Hello everyone, I'm David Rodriguez and this video is for the course Materials Design for Face-to-Face Environments. It's the final evaluation and we are asked to answer three very important questions. A. How would you use a video to teach in face-to-face environments? Well, there are many ways that you can use a video to teach. You can do voiceless activities or voiced activities. Conversation for the scene that's taking place. So these are just two ways to use voiceless videos in face-to-face environments. Another way is with voice. Obviously, this is the more traditional route to take. What you would do there is probably prepare some handouts, some worksheets that students have to do while they're watching the video, and that's one activity. Another activity can be that you can do it as a dictation. If it's an advanced course, students can listen to the video and try to write down questions or listen to verbs. You can make it very specific, or you can make it like general and like sentences and questions in general. Okay, this is how I would use video in a classroom. What language skill would you practice by using this tool in face-to-face classes? Well, I believe that in any encounter, it's difficult to say that only one skill is being practiced. I believe that as long as there's speaking going on, the student is listening, and if you write something on the board, the student is reading. So in a way, you're always practicing every skill. You know, you can't say that one activity is just speaking and one activity is just listening. No, there's always going to be a combination of all of these skills. Okay, how would you do it? I would try to mix all of the skills into one activity, and as a matter of fact, this is what I prefer because it's more similar to what happens in real life, especially when a student is going to take a test like the IELTS and the TOEFL. They have to, I'm sorry, more the TOEFL than the IELTS. This test is very integrated. You know, the skills are integrated and what's being evaluated is integrated. And for example, in the speaking section, you have to listen to something, read something, and then say how they relate or how they are different. So here we can see at least three skills being practiced. Okay, so that's how I would use language skills in the classroom. I mean, they're always being practiced. Okay, C, name 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages. Well, let me start with the advantages. Number one, students automatically become more interested in the class, you know, because if you're always working from the book or always working from photocopies, you know, the video changes everything. Students' demeanor, students' attitude changes, and it's really interesting. Okay, another advantage, number 2, is that it gives students to see how, especially if you get a video, a clip from a movie, it can show how authentic language is being used, you know, and this is something that you don't always get from the course books because sometimes the course books are prepared. Okay, another advantage, number 3, would be that it gives students the chance to also become more familiar with the culture, you know, with how people dress in a certain region of the United States or in another country, etc. Okay, let's get to the disadvantages. I believe that some disadvantages would be if a teacher uses them too much. Every class there's a video. I believe that maybe once or twice, I mean, maybe I'm stretching it, but maybe twice a week, maybe do a video. But personally, I prefer once a week. So the disadvantage would be to use them too much. Another disadvantage, number 2, would be if I don't know, a teacher brings a video that's too difficult for the level. Okay, if you're dealing with a basic course, I mean, you have to be careful with what um, resources you get. You know, there are all types of resources, but maybe they won't be the most convenient for your students. Okay, and the third disadvantage would be if you're practicing the simple past and you bring a video clip that's about the future tense. I mean, that would be a big disadvantage for the students because um, they're not going to associate what's being learned with what's on the video. Okay, so I believe that's it. Let me see if there are any more questions. Write a half a page document expressing your point of view. Okay, I've done it. It's in the document, and I believe that's it. Thank you very much.